Well, lawsuits now been filed against an Albany hotel by two people who came down with Legionnaire's disease. It's a story that CBS 6 has been covering for months. A man and a woman who stayed in separate rooms at the Best Western Sovereign Hotel on Western Avenue are suing the hotel's parent company. The question is whether the hotel did everything that it could to keep guests there safe once it knew about the Legionella outbreak starting in August of 2011. The plaintiffs in this case claim that the hotel owners knew that they had a problem but allowed guests to stay there anyway, putting them at risk.
My clients are angry. This could have been prevented. This could have been prevented by thoroughly cleaning the establishment, by shutting it down, letting people know. I mean, they went in, they had no idea.
Both the man and woman spent more than a week in the hospital recovering. Their lawyer says that they still struggle with medical issues.
Doctors and pharmacists across New York State will soon be able to see your medication history electronically. It is the result of a bill aimed at taking prescription drugs out of the hands of abusers. The new legislation called iStop will build an electronic history so pharmacists don't give painkillers to the wrong people. Critics say abusers will still be able to get the drugs. All pharmacies and doctors will need to use electronic prescription pads by the end of 2014.
Well, 3 years after the state passed Leandra's Law, which is supposed to keep kids from getting into the car with drunk drivers, there's an effort underway at the state capitol to beef up the law. Supporters say that they've noticed some serious loopholes that need to be fixed, and soon. They want to make sure that convicted drunk drivers install the ignition interlock devices to prevent them from driving drunk again. But only a third of the 20,000 people convicted actually have the device. So far, the Assembly sent the revision back to the committee, which is now a setback. Well, we have new details on the Trayvon Martin case tonight. Police say that the wife of Martin's shooter is now charged with perjury. George Zimmerman's wife, Shelley, is accused of lying to a judge about the couple's finances. Zimmerman's $150,000 bail was revoked earlier this month after state attorneys argued in Florida that both Zimmerman and his wife had lied about just how much money they had. George Zimmerman is back in jail on second-degree murder charges.
Graphic testimony on day 2 of the trial against former Penn State assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky. Former grad student Mike McQueary told the jury he saw Sandusky in the campus shower pressed up against a 10 or 12-year-old boy. McQueary says he had no doubt he was witnessing an extremely sexual act. Also today, a second accuser took the stand. He testified that Sandusky repeatedly sexually abused him as a boy. He is among 10 boys Sandusky is accused of molesting over a span of at least 15 years. Sandusky has pleaded not guilty to the charges.
It should be back to normal for schools in Scotia tomorrow. That after Scotia High School and Middle School, along with Sacandaga Elementary, were all put on lockout around 7 o'clock this morning. It happened after police got a call from a woman who said that her boyfriend was drunk and wielding a knife. The man has not been found, but police say that he poses no danger.
Well, a group of suspended high school teenagers got a chance to live out a senior tradition thanks to a local bar owner. 29 seniors at Ravenna Queens Selkirk High School covered the doors, lockers, and walls of their high school with 150,000 Post-it notes and a few hundred balloons last week. There's the video. Those students were suspended, and that meant no senior picnic for them. But the owner of the Halfway House Tavern in Ravenna wants those seniors to know he thinks the prank was harmless, so he gave them their very own senior picnic.
We're going to just having their senior picnic right here. We've got some burgers and dogs, a lot of soda, and just, give them a nice day, take their mind off of maybe where they were supposed to be today.
And there you see the students giving the owner a card to show their appreciation for his support.
Well, don't go away, because after today's gloomy day, Chris is saying brighter days are still ahead this week. He's going to be back here with more in our forecast up next.
Looking forward to that. Yeah. No rain here, though. It's nothing compared to Florida's flood last week. Coming up later, how a teen is getting a new ride after his car is swept away.